What is up, tech lovers, and welcome to another episode of the Tech Hub. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm not really talking about a specific product today, and I'm going through something very personable to myself. I've been meaning to make this video for a while. We're going to look at my desk setup and focus on the accessories that I use to be more productive and everything that I have set up now that I feel I've completed it. So let's start the episode. Now, like I said, I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and I'm pretty much at the stage now where I can say my desk setup is complete. Not only do I have all the computers and equipment that I want, but the accessories that go with them, which I just kind of randomly get as I get the product. So let me show you around the kit. Okay, so first of all, you're getting a proper behind the scenes look. I've actually managed to find an app that can capture front camera and rear camera at the same time. This is by Rode. It's just called the Rode Capture app. It's the same brand as my microphones as well, so it works seamlessly with them. So obviously you can see a wall behind me. You don't usually do. This is my life memories. It's just a wall full of photo tiles. So let's start off with my chair. This is a black Habitat ergonomic office chair. As I go through all my products, I'm going to put links in the description. This chair is no longer available, so I've put one very similar as a link. I couldn't be happier with it. I had a big grey one before, which was comfortable, but it wouldn't stay up at the height I want, and this one kind of pushes me forward, and the ergonomics of it is exactly what I needed, and I feel the difference because I actually work from home a lot from work as well, so I'm always at my desk setup. The actual desk itself, it's not worth featuring or putting a link in, to be honest with you. It's just as you can see, it's fairly old now. It's just a wooden corner desk. That's really the last thing I need to upgrade, but I can't really see the point right now of doing that. The room we're actually in is my dining room. We are eventually going to move the dining room into an extension. So when I've got this room with a bit more room, I'll probably get a bigger desk and actually move the setup, but that's probably a few years away yet. As you know, I've got the Apple Studio display. Now this sits on top of, and again, these aren't really worth mentioning. I have put a link to an example, just these black wooden risers. And this is the reason I didn't have to get the Studio display with the tiltable stand, because actually I've got it up high. I didn't need to raise it, and it's at a great height for me as well. As you know, I've got the Thunderbolt 4 dock from CalDigit. Again, there's a link not only to that product, but the Apple version, and to a video I made about it, and my pride and joy, the setup I always wanted, the Apple M1 Max Studio. Can be happy with that. So that all sits there, which looks very tidy now. I do have a second riser. Now, because I've got limited space on my desk, I found this perfect height monitor, which is the HP MF22, I believe. Again, I've done a video on it. I'll put a link below, but this isn't really about those pieces of tech today. This is about my desk setup. So I've got a higher riser, and as you can see, it does sit really well, and it makes a good use of that space. So super happy with that. In that, I got my Apple AirPod Pros. That's second generation. I think that's the only device that uses a lightning cable now, to be honest with you. Yeah, it is. So I have that hooked up to my CalDigit and just charge it whenever I need to do it. I've also got my iPad mini. That's the 6th generation, best iPad ever made. Hopefully 7th generation, rumoured for October, we'll see. And I do a lot of remote playing with my PlayStation on my setup. So just a really nice holder that charges the controller. Again, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put a link in. But of course, it's got a blue light, which matches with my back blue light. Now that blue light is just behind. I don't know if I can get that low enough. There it is. You can just see it there. But as you can see, one of the reasons I like this setup is you really can't see the wires. I hate seeing wires. Everything's tucked away, you know, unless I do that. But that is a Hue, a Philips Hue Play light, which I can sync with my Mac to what's on the display. like you can with the TV, but I very rarely do that. So I just have that alternating between blue shades throughout the day. So that's one of the reasons I got that PlayStation controller. Now, of course, let me sit down a second. We have the Apple Magic keyboard with the number pad and Touch ID. I pretty much got that after I changed from iMac setup to this. This is the keyboard that I wanted. And of course, you have to get the Apple Magic trackpad, which I am using more and more now, especially when I use my iPad on my studio display. I just find it gravitates towards that than the mouse. And then the black Apple Magic mouse. Tell a lie, you know I said the only thing I use my lightning cable for now is my AirPods. No, I use it to charge these, but also to pair them when I hook up my CalDigit to either my laptop, my MacBook Pro, or my iPad. Now, under this riser, we have the SanDisk G Drive 4TB. I've spoken about that on my CalDigit video as well. Split it into 4 partitions, but it just sits nicely under there. And then my M3 MacBook Pro sits lovely. And of course, when I do hook it up to the CalDigit, I just literally plug it in there and it sits where it does. So my desk used to be really cluttered, but now because of the way I've got it, I think it's super tidy. Another accessory, it's the U Green. This is a MagSafe charger as well. Very rarely use that. Good thing with this, you can tuck it up and take it away portably. Now, I haven't been away to use it like that. I very rarely use it as a charger. I tend to use it just to sit my phone on. Can't show you that at the moment because obviously I'm recording on my phone. But super happy with how my phone is there. I don't really use it in standby mode that often, especially because it doesn't have the always on display, which really annoys me because I like the clock, but then it disappears. And they didn't bring the always on to the iPhone 16 this year. So, oh well. However, now my car, I used to use CarPlay and have my iPhone plugged in all the time, but now I've just changed my car. I don't have that. So I'm finding actually if I do go out in the car, I am charging my phone more in the daytime. So that is perfect. Next to that, of course, is my mighty M4 iPad Pro 13-inch. Now, the accessory here I want to talk about, I absolutely love it. And I can't pronounce them. Here it is. It's just a magnetic stand. It's KUXIU. It's a fantastic stand. It just clips to the desk. Now, I tend to use it in this configuration only. If I'm not watching something and I've just got it to the side, I have it in portrait. Now, if I am binge watching something, I will turn it landscape. So it sits really pretty for me. It's at a good height as well. Now, this desk holder actually pulls out further. But I haven't really used it, I'll be honest with you. As you can see, you can go really high and really far out, but I haven't had a need for it. I'm just happy it sat there. Is there anything else to mention? Yes, I've got an under desk, so stuff that I do want near me, but I don't want on display. I have this under desk tray, which I've put a link in as well. I've got my work phone there. Obviously, it's a weekend. I'm not working, so that gets tucked away. Now, on some of these things, like that controller, charger, like my monitor, I've also got a USB-C charger that side, one charger this side. They are all on smart plugs, I really like the Tapo. I think it's the P100. Usually during Black Friday they tend to do pretty good deals, and I get like a pack of 4 for like 30 quid. It's ridiculous. So I don't like leaving stuff on all the time, so I have those on the smart plugs, so I can just tell it, you know, charge PS5 controller, and it comes on. As well as using the USB-C. That monitor as well, I turn it off overnight. That's on the smart plug as well. And again, links to all of these products on those smart plugs from the UK, mainly Amazon links. They're all in the descriptions below, and any videos I've made on these products are also listed below. Under the desk, it's quite untidy, I'll be honest with you, but I tend to have my camera equipment here, my external hard drives here, and there's my capture, my Elgato capture. I've got 2 external hard drives for my Plex library as well as my backups, and that G drive there, but that is the best one. I've got my printer as well, just there. And oh, you can just see my magic keyboard from my iPad. But that's pretty untidy, but that's what I like. When I'm sat here, I can't see any untidiness. Out of sight, out of mind, that's what they say. Now, as for anything else, this is actually a little kid's desk, but it's the perfect height for me to keep my drink. These are my Apple products for sale, look. And I just put random stuff next to me. So it's good to have next to the desk, but not what I want on the desk. Let's do one final shot of the desk. I am super happy with how it turned out. And in fact, the only thing I might update at some point is the physical desk itself. But hey, I've had it for 7 years. It's still standing. It's still working. I thought about a riseable one, but no, I like to sit on my ass in this comfy chair. So that's my setup. So that was my desk setup. Let me know what you think. Is there any of my products that now you're thinking that's good to buy? Is there any products you think I'm missing? Please let me know in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to me. Please follow me on Instagram and Threads at Tech Hub Worlds UK, and I'll see you on the next one.